Imagine living thousands of years ago with no clock or phone. How did people know when to wake up, farm, or celebrate? Before modern timepieces, humans found creative ways to track time's passage. The world was a giant clock. The sky was its face, the sun, moon, and stars its hands. Even nature played a role. We'll explore how ancient cultures measured time with sunlight, shadows, stars, water, sand, and calendars. Get ready for a humorous ride through time before timepieces. Long before wristwatches, the sun was humanity's timekeeper. Sunrise meant morning, sunset meant evening, and high noon was lunch o'clock. Daily life, from farming to resting, was set by the sun's schedule. Time was a journey of the sun. Dawn was the start, noon the midpoint, and sunset the finish. This method wasn't perfect cloudy days or short winter days posed challenges, but it was reliable. The Egyptians even personified this cycle with their sun god, Ra, and were likely the first to divide the day into 24 hours. If time is a river, the sun was its current. But humans soon created their own tools to measure it, starting with shadows. Ever watch a stick's shadow move? You've made a gnomon, the simplest sundial. Ancient civilizations learned that a vertical object casts a shadow that moves consistently with the sun. By marking the shadow's path, they could track the time. Egyptians used towering obelisks as giant shadow clocks around 3500 BC and later created sundials with hour marks. A sundial's pointer, the gnomon, casts a shadow hand that sweeps across marked hour lines. They became common in public squares from Greece to China. Rome's first public sundial, looted from Sicily, told the wrong time for 99 years because it was calibrated for a different latitude. Sundials had flaws. They don't work on cloudy days or at night, but for centuries, they were the state-of-the-art gadget for telling time during the day. When the sun set, people looked to the stars. The night sky became a massive clock. The Egyptians developed a system of 36 decan star groups. As each one rose on the horizon, it marked another interval of the night. The rising of Sirius, the brightest star, was a major event, heralding the annual Nile flood and the Egyptian New Year. The Greeks associated the same rising with the hottest part of summer, calling them the dog days. Babylonian astronomers mapped the zodiac, and Polynesian navigators used stars as both a clock and a compass. For many, the night sky was a 24/7 timekeeper, with the sun ruling the day and the stars ruling the night. But what about when the sky was hidden? For cloudy days or nighttime, innovators turned to water. The water clock, or clepsydra, water thief, works by letting water drip at a steady rate from a vessel with a hole in it. By measuring the collected water, you can mark equal intervals of time. These were used in Babylon and Egypt by the 16th century BC. In ancient Athens, water clocks timed courtroom speeches. When the water ran out, your time was up. Over centuries, they grew more complex, with gears and dials. In 11th century China, Suzong built a towering astronomical clock powered by water. Water clocks had issues. The flow rate could change with temperature, but they were the most precise. Timekeeping technology for millennia, used even by Galileo, until the pendulum clock was invented in 1656. The hourglass, a cousin of the water clock, uses sand instead of water. Surprisingly, it's a relatively late invention, first appearing in European art in 1338 AD, around the same time as early mechanical clocks. Hourglasses were simple, portable, and reliable, making them essential on ships during the age of exploration, as pendulum clocks were useless at sea. Sailors used them to time shifts and measure speed, typically measuring a fixed span like 30 minutes or an hour. They were also used in churches to time sermons and in homes for cooking. The hourglass became a powerful symbol of time slipping away, giving us the phrase, "time is running out." Who needs an alarm clock when you have a rooster? For millennia, the rooster's crow at dawn has been humanity's wake-up call. Other animals, like birds and insects, also follow daily patterns that signal the time of day. Even flowers that open and close at specific hours served as natural clocks. Coastal communities use the tides, which shift in a predictable pattern, as a rough timekeeper. The moon's phases form the basis of lunar calendars, with a full moon marking the middle of the month. Our ancestors were deeply tuned into nature's rhythms, using these clues to structure their days and lives. Knowing the time of year was crucial for farming and survival. This need gave rise to calendars. Prehistoric artifacts like the Ishango bone, with its sequence of notches, may be rudimentary lunar calendars from 20,000 years ago. The Babylonians created a lunisolar calendar and gave us the 60-minute hour. The Egyptians developed a 365-day solar calendar based on the rising of the star Sirius. Ancient monuments also served as calendars. Stonehenge in England aligns with the summer solstice sunrise, while the tomb of Newgrange in Ireland is lit by the winter solstice sun. In Mesoamerica, the Maya developed multiple interlocking calendars, including the famous long count. These calendars, anchored in astronomy, allowed societies to plan for seasons, harvests, and festivals, turning the unpredictable flow of time into a dependable cycle. From the sun's path to the steady drip of a water clock, our ancestors found ingenious ways to tell time. These ancient innovations still echo today in our 24-hour days and 60-minute hours. The calendars we use are a debt to early sky watchers. So next time you check your phone, remember the colossal clock of the sky, the ticking hands of water and sand, and the natural alarms of the world. They tame time with nothing but nature's clues and human ingenuity, bringing order to the wild river of time. Thanks for watching.